Not only on Roblox, but on several platforms. You have to be careful about who you talk to, because in the end, you never really know who that person is. This is the story of Alexander, a simple boy who loved playing Roblox. He played almost every day, but he didn't have many friends to play with. So most of the time, he played alone. One of his favorite games back then was Jailbreak. Everything felt normal until one Tuesday afternoon when something unexpected happened. Alex received a notification on Roblox. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal, but when he opened it, he realized it was a friend request. He was surprised. He thought maybe finally someone wanted to play with him. The request was from a girl named Wendy, 66677. And if you search that name on Roblox today, you'll find many accounts with the same name and the same avatar. Her avatar looked pretty normal. Blonde hair, a default Roblox outfit. Nothing unusual. Feeling happy, Alex accepted the request, not knowing that this small decision would soon lead to serious trouble. And well, as soon as Alexander accepted Wendy's friend request, she immediately sent him a message. That alone felt a little strange. I mean, he had just accepted it, and she already texted him. That's kind of weird, right? It was a simple message. Hello, Alexander. Still, it confused him. Alex started wondering, do I know this girl? Did I play with her at some point in my life? Because honestly, the whole thing felt a bit off. His instinct told him not to reply right away, and for once he listened to it. Before responding, Alex opened her profile. At first, everything looked completely normal. Nothing seemed out of place. But then he noticed something strange. Her face changed, just like that, from one moment to the next. The face she was using wasn't even for sale on Roblox. And that's when Alex realized something wasn't right. Right after that, Alexander started feeling doubtful and, honestly, a little scared. That face bothered him. He kept wondering why he couldn't find it anywhere on Roblox, and how she even had access to it in the first place. Even though he was scared, he still decided to reply. He answered in a cautious way, "Sorry, I'm not sure if I know who you are. I don't recognize your profile." Almost immediately, Wendy replied, "Hi, I'm Wendy 66677. I'm sure you know me. Join my game and you'll find out." From that moment on, things started getting a little worse. Alexander's excitement about making a new friend slowly disappeared. The smile on his face faded, and instead of feeling happy, he felt uneasy, almost nervous. So he asked, "Which game?" But she didn't respond. That silence made everything feel even more tense. Still scared but curious, Alex opened her profile again and waited there, hoping she would join a game so he could follow her. Then suddenly, the option to join game appeared. The game was called Wendy 66677. The game's name was literally her username. As soon as Alexander joined, he realized something strange. It was just the default Roblox place. Nothing special, barely anything in it. But something felt different. Everything was darker than it should have been. It wasn't the usual Roblox sky. It looked cloudy, darker, and honestly, a little strange. According to Alexander, the game kept getting darker as time passed, to the point where it became hard to even see where you were going. With every minute that went by, Alexander felt more and more scared. Part of him just wanted to leave the game, but at the same time, he wanted answers. He wanted to know who this person was, and why she had sent him that friend request in the first place. A few minutes passed, and Alex realized he couldn't find Wendy anywhere in the game. Then suddenly, a message appeared on his screen. It wasn't in the chat. It was just there. "Hello, Alexander. I was waiting for you. I'm happy that you are here with me in my game." Alex froze. Shaking, he typed back in the chat, "What is this place? Where are you? I can't find you." But Wendy didn't reply. Alex started to panic. Every time he asked her something, there was no response. And what scared him the most was this. Her messages weren't appearing in the normal Roblox chat. They were appearing right in front of his screen. Then he decided to ask, "What are you doing?" Where are you? And why do your messages appear right in front of my screen, instead of the normal Roblox chat? Wendy didn't respond at all. As Alexander walked through the game, he started hearing strange noises. Then, screams. They sounded like they were coming from the game itself, and suddenly, out of nowhere, Wendy teleported right in front of him. She didn't move. She didn't say anything. She just stood there, staring at him with that strange face. Then she finally asked, "Did you like this?" Alexander, completely scared, replied, "Not really. This feels strange. I'm scared." Right after that, a message appeared on his PC screen, as if Roblox had crashed and kicked him out of the game. Alex tried to rejoin, but the game was gone. It didn't show up anywhere, not even in his recently played games. That's when Wendy sent another message. "Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Can you join again? This time it will be different. I promise I won't be weird." Obviously, Alexander was suspicious, but even so, he joined again. Still, he promised himself one thing. This would be the last time he ever joined Wendy's server. As soon as Alexander entered the game, he noticed that Wendy was acting a little strange. This time, she was using the normal Roblox chat, not like before, when the messages appeared right in front of his screen. Still, there was something unsettling. They were the only two players in the game, yet Wendy kept talking as if someone else was there. She typed, "Can you see this? He can see you before he deletes the game, please." Alex didn't understand anything. He was completely confused. And the worst part was that Wendy still had that same strange, unsettling face. Then Alex noticed the game getting darker and darker. Of course, he started to feel scared. The Roblox screen began to distort. Strange noises filled his headphones, getting louder and more disturbing by the second. The sounds were so intense that Alex ripped off his headphones and threw them onto the desk. After that, he muted the volume on his computer. But it didn't help. His PC froze. Alex panicked. Without even shutting it down properly, he pressed the power button just to make everything stop. He didn't care anymore. He was desperate. Hours later, after calming down a bit, Alexander turned his PC back on. That's when he noticed something strange. Wendy was no longer online. She had completely disappeared. It was as if she had blocked him, or worse, her profile was gone. The description, the information, everything had vanished. Alex was confused and didn't understand what was happening. So he closed Roblox, shut down his PC, and decided to go to sleep. It was already late, and he needed rest after everything that had happened. Or at least, that's what he thought, because things were about to get even stranger. Alexander lay down on his bed, and about 30 minutes later, he heard someone knocking on the front door of his house. The knocks were loud, unnaturally loud. Still, Alex didn't get up. He assumed his parents would answer the door and see what was going on. But something about those knocks didn't feel right until Alexander realized that his parents were asleep and weren't going to open the door. That's when Alex became truly scared. Still, even with fear building inside him, he slowly walked towards the door. It was late at night, someone was knocking, and he needed to know who it was. The closer he got, the stranger it became. He could hear unsettling noises coming from the door itself, and the knocking wouldn't stop. Then, right through the door, he heard a woman's voice say, "Friend." Alex froze. His body went completely still as something terrifying started to happen. The door began to open, slowly, inch by inch. As it opened, the girl on the other side spoke again. "I am Wendy. Why did you delete me on Roblox? You shouldn't have left my game." Alexander went into full panic. He couldn't move. He couldn't breathe. He just stared at Wendy, his face frozen in pure terror. After a moment struggling to speak, Alex finally said, "It wasn't me. I didn't remove you as a friend." Wendy stared back at him and replied, "I don't believe you. You're a liar." Alex broke down and started crying, completely overwhelmed by fear. Then Wendy turned and walked away. But before leaving, she said something that froze him even more. She told him she would send him another friend request on Roblox. And if he didn't accept it, if he refused it, she would come back to his house. And next time, he wouldn't live long enough to tell this story. As soon as Wendy disappeared, Alex slammed the door shut and locked it. He ran to his parents' bedroom, shaking, barely able to breathe. His parents tried to calm him down, but nothing worked. His mother eventually gave him a glass of water, hoping it would help. After a while, Alex managed to calm down and explained everything that had happened. But his parents didn't believe him. They thought it was just his imagination, a bad dream, something he made up. They tried to comfort him, but they didn't take his story seriously at all. The next day, Alex was terrified to even turn on his computer, but after some time, he gathered the courage and powered it on. When he logged into Roblox, he saw no friend requests, and for a moment, he felt relieved. Still, something didn't feel right. So he decided to check Wendy's profile one more time. However, Wendy's profile looked different this time. She had 0 friends, 0 followers, and 0 following. It was almost as if her account had been completely reset. The face she was using, the one that wasn't even available for sale on Roblox, had changed again, and this time it looked even more disturbing. And her profile description said just one thing: "It's not over yet." It felt like a direct message to Alex. At the end of all this, Alexander says there's an important lesson here. You need to be very careful about who you add on Roblox and who you choose to play with, because in reality, no one truly knows who's on the other side of the screen. And as you can see, if we search for Wendy's name today, it actually does show up. There are many accounts using the same name and the same avatar, which looks pretty common. At first glance, she looks like a normal Roblox girl. Her About section is empty, and just like in the story, she has 0 friends. However, she does have 844 followers. We can also see that she joined Roblox back in 2016. One strange detail is that she doesn't have achievements from any actual Roblox games. She only has the basic Roblox achievements like 1,000 visits, 1 year on Roblox, and things like that. Her account is fairly old, almost 9 years old. And when we check her game, we can see it has around 2,000 visits, which is likely the game mentioned in the story. This is the game connected to the Wendy and Alexander incident. If you look at it, it's just a standard Roblox baseplate, nothing unusual at all. However, when I tried to access the game myself, it was no longer available. The game appears to be unavailable or possibly removed, which makes this story even more mysterious. According to the story, everything happened on a normal map with a dark and cloudy sky. But since the game can no longer be accessed, we can't really confirm what truly happened inside it. Now, I want to ask you, what do you think about this story? Do you think it's real or just another fake Roblox story? This story became pretty popular overseas, which is why I decided to share it with you guys. But whether it's real or not, the conclusion is clear. We need to be careful about who we interact with on the internet, not just on Roblox, but everywhere. There are bad people online, and outside of it too. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because there are always more bizarre stories like this one coming, and I know you really like them.